Talking Pirates football alongside head coach Joe Austin. I'm Kid McConnico. Coach, a tough loss against ETBU. Unfortunately, your Pirates falling on the road. A lot of turnovers and a lot of penalties, ultimately dooming you guys up in Marshall.
That's it, man. That's the long and short of it. You can't commit 17 penalties and turn the ball over 5 times against a really good football team. So we just didn't put ourselves in a good position to have a chance in that game.
Well, you went down early. You were able to cut the deficit to just 1 score to 1 touchdown, but ultimately, you and I were speaking, those penalties, and a lot of those penalties coming on 3rd down, giving them extra opportunities.
Right. So they scored 3 times in the first quarter off of our fumbles. The first one wasn't a fumble, but there's no instant replay, so you got to deal with it, right? You got to come back and play. The next 2 were fumbles. One of them they ran back for a touchdown. Then we cut it, as you mentioned, to 20-14. Then their next group of scores came on a bunch of defensive drives where we stopped them on 3rd down, but committed a penalty on 3rd down the extent of the drives. And they scored 3 more touchdowns on drives where we would have been off the field. The offense would have had the ball back. So it was a team. I'm trying to find the right word for it. It was a team letdown, I guess. We struggled up front. We're missing our 2 returning all-conference offensive linemen. We have capable guys, but we're not full strength there. And Fred Hover didn't start, but he played. But he didn't practice all week. It wasn't his best game. And defensively, when things started, not going well, and they were on the field more than we wanted them to be, they lost focus, and that led to big plays. It led to penalties, and that's not a good recipe. I mentioned too, the week before with McMurray, I didn't think we played great. But McMurray really, honestly, wasn't good enough to capitalize on these type of mistakes. And ETBU was, and that's a difference. We've got to play much cleaner. We've got to coach better. We've got to work on our preparation, and we've just got to do a better job.
Just your first loss of the year. What's the feeling in the locker room been like this week?
Well, we're in a new phase for our football team. We were ranked as high as 29 in one poll last year. We're still ranked in the AFCA coaches poll this year, and I can't help but wonder if that's affecting us. It's a new phase, right? When you're one of the better teams and one of the best conferences in the country, you're going to get that type of attention. I don't know. I hate to say I think that played into it a little bit, that they thought they were maybe overconfident, maybe not as focused as they normally were. So we have to learn how to be a good team and be a ranked team and be in these polls. But I think now, this week, hopefully we're back to where we normally are, where our guys are focused and our guys are going to pay attention to detail, because we just, we can't put the ball on the ground. We can't commit 17 penalties because we have a lot of really good football teams on our schedule.
Pirates now 2-1 overall, 1-1 in the ASC. You'll be back at home this week, Saturday 6 p.m. at Birkeblock Field, hosting Louisiana College.
Yeah, Louisiana College is a team with really good athletes. They played a full scholarship Division I team week 1, and they played Hardin-Simmons, who I think is as high as 6th in one poll this week. So they played 2 really good football teams. So they're 0-2, but their competition has been as tough as anybody. So they're probably thinking that they're getting into a Division III schedule now, and they're going to have some success. And they're very good. Their strength is their defensive line. I mentioned that we're a little bit banged up, and so that's going to be kind of a matchup to watch. Hopefully our defense can do what they did really well last week, and that's stop the run. If we can stop their run and make them one-dimensional in the pass game, I don't think they're good in the pass game, but I don't think they're ETBU good. ETBU's got a guy that may be in the NFL. I'm not exaggerating that. He's that good. We can put ourselves in a good position, but we have to play clean, eliminate turnovers, eliminate penalties, play smart football.
6 p.m. Friday at home, Pirates hosting Louisiana College. And least we forget, tomorrow night, 6 p.m., and as always the case at the Sheraton, it'll be SU Football Weekly. Coach, Josiah Minifield this week, along with Markel Henderson, your guests.
Yeah, 2 of our captains, 2 of our more motivational guys, more of our vocal, inspirational type players. They're great guys to come on when the team's had a little bit of adversity. They'll make our fan base assured that the sky is not falling and that the players will bounce back. So they're going to communicate real well. Great guys to talk to. They're going to do a good job.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, I urge you to check it out. SU Football Weekly is absolutely fantastic. Again, tomorrow 6 p.m. at the Sheraton in Georgetown. Coach, as always, thanks for your time.
Thanks, Kit.